Oh, yes, wicked. Right, okay, cool. How is everyone doing today? Yes, let's go. Let's rock. Okay, so this is going to be a quick stream today. We basically accumulated a few like little problems that we're looking to fix, and I'm looking to just knock them all out one by one. Just go kapow, pow, pow. Right, so I was saving all of the problems on my WordPad. Now, as I say, like because of the heat, it's gonna my computer's running a little bit slower. Maybe we can get rid of that. So these were the things that we had all worked out, and we're just going to kind of go through them one by one. Right. So make the coin sprite bigger, and when you get money after defeating a monster. Okay. There's actually two things I want to solve in one go. Right, and that is. I want to make sure that when you defeat the monster, a little window appears and says, like, you gain this much gold, you get a card, and blah, 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 blah. Right? I want to change it so that that window comes up first, and then the Destiny map screen comes up afterwards. I don't know how easy that's going to be, but we'll do one thing at a time. So, first of all, what I have done here is... I've just kind of made the coin sprite just look a little nicer. So we've got a kind of, you know, it just kind of just looks a little nicer. So I'm going to save this as a PNG. And I've got to remember where I actually have saved it. In fact, Control-Shift-S. We saved it in coins. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can easily locate that. So let's go resources, sprites. I've got to remember where I've actually stored the coins in here. What's the easiest way of doing that? If I just type in here coin, hopefully there won't be too many things. Let's go like that. Let's try and work out where this is. Not quite where we were after, but we can work it out. Sprite render this one here. Right, so we've got gold coins. It's over here. So we want to put these new gold coins in there. If I have just a new folder saying create folder, so we're going to have gold coins HR. I think I think that probably makes a bit more sense. So let's go into Rumple Town. Let's rock. Right, okay. So let's see if we can sort this whole coin debacle out within 20 minutes. I think we can do it even faster than that. Right, so let's go. So this bad boy can go in here. All right, and we probably let's have a look. So the mana coins are 64. The gold coins are 1 to 8. I think if we turn these into 64, that might work out. There might be some coins which are going to look too big, but 64 point filter and none and apply. So what we're trying to do first is actually we're going to solve the other problem of when you have just defeated a boss. The window is created first before the rest of the before the Destiny map is brought up. I'll change it to turbo stream. Okay, yeah, and it's not even a talking point. It's just turbo stream. Right, just to give us all pumped. We're just kind of knocking things out. Right, let's go. Okay, so we've got these coins. Now, where are we looking to go next? We are looking to go into the Destiny map and find out what it is that spawns the window after you defeat an enemy. Right. So resources, scenes, Destiny map, and I think it's over here. Destiny Plantain. I think this is the big boy script that does all the summoning and everything. Let's have a look. So awake, begin Destiny map routine. That summons the deck checker. This one is making sure that we've got a big map. So To my understanding, let me have a look. I might be wrong here, but let's go to this definition. I think, unless I'm mistaken, all we would actually need to do is make sure the... Yes, yeah, this is easy. This is easy. Where we've got this routine here, we're going to have a new Boolean, which we won't call it busy. We'll go... hold on, let's go to this definition. We're going to have another Boolean, which is going to be something like public bool checking monster reward, which seems fine. Okay, so this will no longer be busy. This will just be... I'm looking at the wrong place. Here. Checking monster reward equals true. Checking monster reward equals false. Now, there still is going to be slight problems that we're going to have as we sort of go through, but I think we can just about deal with this. So what we should do is, let me have a quick look. So upon start, this is everything that we're doing. I think we want to have this, and we want to kind of move it all the way over here. So we've already summoned the deck. The deck summons first, and then we do this, and then we just have a Boolean here, which, well, a while checking monster reward yield return null. Now I want to just first of all, straight off the bat, just check to see if we're going to have any error messages there, and then we're actually going to put a monster there so we can yield the reward from it, and then we can fit in the coins. There is a purpose, you know. Right, just taking a little while to load up. I apologise. I've got a fan on, and it's just pretty hot. So I thought, like, I'd rather have a fan just keeping me cool. Right. Okay. So that's actually, even as ridiculous as it sounds, that's very good. We didn't get the error message. Now we can go on to master here. Reward. Okay. So let's just have, say, Benji. We just need to leave that there. Okay. Now we're going to press play and see what happens. Okay. Oh yes, okay. Gold earned. That's one thing that we're going to check soon. I also want to change that coin to look like the new one there. So let's just say we pick that one there. Right, and then it does bring you straight into there and enables you to play. Okay, right. Oh, fantastic. What we're also going to do is we want to make sure that when we're hovering over here, we can't hover over these while the window is in front, which shouldn't be too difficult as well. But let me put that on the list. Make it so you can't get info from tiles when a window is in front. Okay, cool. Right, so let's sort out this coin thing. And I think my easiest technique of finding this out is literally I'm just going to press play now and then pause at a very specific time. Right, it's taken a little while to load up, I apologise. How is everyone doing though? I did want to stream earlier today, but like it was just kind of absorbing the weather. And right, anyway, let's have a look at this bad boy. Right, we want to. What is this? This is the gold UI. Let's go edit this script. Turbo stream, come on. Faster. Right, load all. I think we just simply need to go HR there. Which is good. And over here, Destiny text box, we kind of want to edit this as well. Now that we've got all the things that we need, now that we've got everything open, we can stop the game. Yeah. So I think that is literally all we need to do. The coin might be a bit big, but that's okay. We can deal with that. So Destiny text box. I'm just going to go Control F, look for the word coin, and then... Oh. So where we're actually loading these, we should just load HR. Let's see if this looks any better. That might be all we need to do. It's a bit of a lazy way of through it, but I think this is all right, isn't it? Oh, right. Okay. Right, so my general purpose of this stream is to have... It's one of those things that you kind of have on in the background while you're doing something slightly more important. Right, here we go. Maybe I actually got the number wrong. That shouldn't be a problem, though. Gold coin HR. So, sprites, mana sprite, gold coin. That's okay. We got an error message, but that's because I think I put the gold coins in the wrong place. Resources, sprites, mana sprite. Oh, there's an S there, isn't there? I think, yeah. I'm just going to do that. That should instantly fix everything, hopefully. So whenever you're referring, it can be a bit annoying because you've got to make sure you've got everything exactly right. So let's go. So, you know what? That's all right. I quite like that. That's fine, and that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Still not great, but that's okay. Right. Anyway. And yeah, I still don't like the way that it just appears, but I can't think of a good way around that at the moment. Okay, so what we're looking to do now is let's go do something easy, then something slightly more difficult. The easy thing is we want to make sure that when you've got your cards screen where you can add a card to your deck, it can't be any cards that are generated by other cards, because there's some which are a bit rubbish, and you wouldn't want to add it to your deck. I've just got to find out exactly how that's done, and work my way through it. So Destiny text box, Control MO. Let's close this. Sort potential card SOs. Okay, yes. So this should be... Let's go find all these references. So let's go in here. So all we need to do is... we just need to have a boolean of if full card list I dot card type. I think it might be card type. No, card rarity. Card rarity is not equal to card. Where are we? Card rarity dot supplement and is not equal to starter, then I think that means that when we get a card selection, we can never have a starter or a supplement card. So starter cards are cards that specifically start in your deck, which are pretty rubbish, so you don't really want to get them. And supplement cards are cards that other cards add. So I think that's actually more or less dealt with it entirely. Right, just getting some water. Right. Okay. So let's just, obviously this won't be a perfect check, but this will hopefully double check to see if the code works and that we're not given... yeah, so that's fine. That's the coin. That works well. Yeah. And as a first test, these are all cards that are not starter or supplement, so that's good. Right, fantastic. Okay. Right, so we also want next to have, so master, we'll turn this one off. This looks more or less okay. And let's go into wrong button, this one here, Destiny Planton, Control MO, where we're going to have Big Daddy. Where's the procedurally, let's go to this definition here. This is where we're creating everything, and yeah, and like this green bit of code here is just so useful. So now I can make sure that the first one is definitely a shop. We want this shop here purely so we can do we can make sure that you can't get. Oh, I don't think I saved it, did I? Oh no, I did save it. That's fine. Yeah, so that you can't get a... Sorry, bear with me, just while it's loading up. So that you can't get these supplement cards or starter cards in the shop either. So we're just doing this to bring up the shop, and then we can do some tweaking. Right. Oh. Okay, it's still loading. That's fine. I think it's still loading. Feels like it's stuck on something. Have I crashed something? Oh, no, we're okay. Everything's fine. So now we're going to this shop. Now I want to check. So I think over here, this is the shop go. Destiny shop script. Let's edit here. We're going to work out how it creates the cards. Let's go clear a few things up. Close all but this. Let's go very quickly. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, well we found the error because this card here shouldn't be a card that's available. So we still know we need to fix this one here, which shouldn't be too hard. So I think there's a certain point. This is it. Oh, maybe not. Oh yes, yes. Okay, we have. We've actually dealt with this already. We just have only half dealt with it. So we can't have starter cards, but we also not want to have it so there's no supplement cards as well. So that should be all good. Right. That's that thing fixed. I'm actually intrigued as to where what the error message is. I kind of want to see if I can create that error message again, because I can't quite work out what that was to do with. There is turbo. We're getting there. We're getting things done. Add card to your deck. Okay. Ah, bam, done it. Okay, we think we know. So card info script. Okay. So now that's interesting. Yeah, I'll have to play around with this. I think what's happening is there's when you press a re-roll, you press it, right, and it refreshes everything. Let me just stay perfectly still. Okay. Alright. Oh, as I hover over, card info script is... So, destroy self. So that's interesting. We've got to try and work out what it is. It's probably to do with when it's being hovered over, but that's okay. This is good. This is a fine problem. Okay, so we can hover over these without too much problem, but when we re-roll, I can hover. Ah, okay. So it's when I hover over one of these. I want to see if it's hovering over the cards as well, because in a way, there's no real reason why the card info script should be attached. So these can still, yeah, these are fine hovering over. We re-roll. Okay, all right. We definitely got a problem here. So let's have a little look. Edit script. Ah, master instance dot create. Right, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So it's to do with the card infos. So when we're hovering over, it's looking to create something. So if I just have something like debug.log hey, oh, hey, and ho. Okay, hey ho. Right. So what we'll do, this will hopefully, what we're hoping to happen when the error message is created, we get hey, but it's stopped at this point and we'll never get to this ho. So if we just get hey, we will know that that is where the problem lies. Because like I say, when it comes to debugging, the hardest bit is just pinpointing where the problem is. It's still quite hard to fix it even once you've done there, but that's what I don't know. I like. That's what I like. I like this. Right. So, yes. Boom. Okay. Right. This doesn't look exciting, but it says hey, and then we've got the problem here, which is 100% fine. So let's find out what's going down here. So it's somewhere in here that we've got the problem, but we know the problem is here. So if I go back here, it's on this one. We're just gonna kind of get rid of those. And what we're actually going to do is, even though this is a little ugly, I quite like this. Int toc equals 0, right? Debug log ho plus toc plus plus. Okay, so we just need to put this everywhere. Okay, done. Right, now we'll know that when we'll know the exact number, the exact point in which we have the error message. Okay. Oh, ho 0. Okay. So, destroy all card infos. Let's go to this definition. Okay. Right. Even though this was quite long-winded, I think I see the problem that we have. And it's quite easily explainable. When we create those little grey boxes where we have the card info, or info in general, and that thing is destroyed, destroyed. So I'll put in the bit of code. If underscore card info scripts I is not equal to null, I think that's going to fix everything, but let's see. Yeah. So when you actually press reroll, that card info, the little thing here, let me quickly show you. Wow. So the error actually began from the moment you move over here, because where it says refresh the shop, right, that little grey box just to the right there is actually not just getting destroyed the way it should do. It's just instantly getting destroyed, and the master script is keeping track of all of these, so that when you scroll onto something else, right, see the way that it sort of fades away nicely. If I was to press this now, it kind of just clicks off and goes away straight away. And so when we're hovering on another one, the first thing it does is it finds all the ones that it's got track of, and dissolves them, and then plays it. So if we hover over now, it should work, which is brilliant. Yeah. And the reason being is because at this point here, even though this card count was above 0, it was 1, right? It was trying to track something that had already been destroyed. So now we've actually fixed the problem altogether. Oh yes, okay. So now, so that is actually that sorted. Now, I am really glad that we've done that. Sorry, that was actually a slight side problem that we've only just realised is a problem now. Okay, next up, what we're going to do, we're going to have... so here, I may as well create the problem so we know what we're trying to fix. I want to trash a card from my deck. Right, it's going to cost me 50 gold. I've got enough. Let's go for it. Okay. Right. Oh, brilliant. Everything's working. You know what? Maybe not. I can't click on that. I can't click back. And if I try to click one of these, let's say I want to upgrade Metal Wall, the big window, which you can just about see underneath, is behind. It's at the wrong place. It's the wrong trousers grommet, and they've gone wrong. So what we need to do is make this in front of everything and these in front of everything. And how are we going to do that? The easiest way is... Right. Oh, I'm getting some serious glare on my screen here. This, I just want to move this up to Frontier, just so I can go back. That's fine, that's fine. But it's easiest if we just kind of like find the script by clicking on it. So let's go. So it's the same with these ones here. Right. So let's do this one first. Okay. Individual shop item script. Let's edit. I think we'll have to go through a bit of a sort of treasure hunt to actually get to the place. So let's go Control MO. Upon clicking it, we purchase the item, and this is the purchase item routine. So we're switching upgrade. Right, so stop showing coins, which is fine. Summon library for this, which is good. And so let's go over to here, go to definition. It makes everything in the shop there. It moves the deck up front, which is fine. Then we're instantiating the card library script, which is the whole thing. And it looks like we need to go to this definition here. In shop equals false. I have a feeling it's to do with this. Okay, so the main issue that we've got right now is there is... oh yeah, hold on. Sorry. Realise I've got my... watching a bit of Hearthstone battlegrounds in the background. We've got... sorry about this. If anything, just to make it cooler. Right. So whatever we're doing here... we need to make sure that the buttons, so when we're creating the back button and other things, we want to make sure that they're given the sorting order of Frontier instead of front. So we just go through one at a time, try and work out how we're going to do that. So let's go to this definition, let's find out what's happening over here. So it's so it is to do with this. I've just got to work out exactly. I might need to go backtrack slightly. Let's try and work out where we were. Let's get rid of a few things. Yeah, let me just go back into here. Individual shop item script. Let's edit this script. Okay, close all but this. Let's just work this out. So purchase items, purchase item routine. Stop showing coins. So yeah, let's go to this definition. But yeah, the problem is when you refer to one, it goes there, but if you refer to another one, it just gets rid of it. So I need to make sure it's this side, then everything's fine. So I believe... So what I'm trying to work out is what's actually creating the button in the first place, the back button. So I think it will be in here. So the deck checker is then creating the library script. So this should be okay. Go to definition. Right. So this is this card library script. This is basically where the main problem lies. Not sure what this is. Let's go find all these references. Ah, okay. Right. So we're kind of partially the way there. So this, I believe, is the this is the whole window that comes up when you're looking to upgrade a card, which has a tick and a cross on. So we can actually work on getting that fixed first. So active go. So we've created this. So yeah, this is the text box. Okay. Right, and then here. Oh, okay, so we're not actually creating it at this point, we're just getting the reference. Okay, and over here, we're then getting the code, which is going to be summon. Okay, now let's go to this definition, summon all of this. So actually, here we go. Well, I've got to do all of this. I think if I was to have Frontier, so we just need to work out where this game object is, and when we're creating the cards, set order in. But I made actually a function a little while ago, which is called unupgraded card dot set to Frontier. And we can have that as 60 as well, that's fine. In fact, I think that means we don't need this. But I'll double check that. We also want the arrow and the... So there's quite a lot of stuff here that we actually need to all individually set to Frontier, but this shouldn't be too hard because I think we can actually do that within the window itself. So okay, so what we need to do is go into prefabs, shop stuff, Destiny stuff, upgrade card text box. Okay, so let's have a look. So this background here, we're going to set to Frontier. The text is going to be another interesting one because it looks like we need to do that individually. This arrow. I think we set all of these to Frontier. And these, I think we're doing that in code. So at the moment, I think we've got everything almost okay. And I'm going to do the same for these as well. Frontier. Okay. So this should hopefully mean that it goes in front of everything. And we also want this background to be in front as well. And another thing, sorry, as a little side note, we're going to change this picture. At the moment, that's just a random picture. That's going to be used to indicate that it's like a trash can. So now we're partially the way there. All we need to do is we need to sort out the text. But I want to see like how far we are right now. So let's have a look. So I'm going to say upgrade a card. If I click here, yes, brilliant. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So the reason this one isn't showing is because I don't think I actually did the code to do that. Let's have a look. So it'll be in here. Oh yes, I just set this one twice. Let's just go get rid of that. And that looks like that's sorted. And what we're going to do as well is where we've got the arrow SR. So what we kind of need to do as well is, do we even have access? Yes, let's go. Here we go. Find all references. Color.clear. So over here, we simply need to have, let me go put a little space here, upgrade MR dot sorting order equals frontier. No. How do I do this on everything else? Hold on. Sorting layer name. That's what we needed to do. Yeah. Sorting layer name equals that. Okay. So that should make the text go in front. So let's see if we are making any. Oh yes, K2 fan. Nice one. How's it going? Yeah, this is going to be like a quick stream. I realised because I'm looking to do quite a lot of tweaking of like bosses and stuff and enemies. And I realised I kind of want to fix a few things so I can just have a good few playthroughs myself to find out that it's if it's kind of like, you know, just balance a few cards and stuff. And they're sort of things that I can do off stream. So now, okay, this happens every now and then. I was hoping for either a upgrade or a trash card, and we didn't get any of those. Statistically, we're likely to get one or both. But that's okay, that's fine. Perfect, okay, so upgrade. Right, so let's just say I wanted to upgrade this. That works, and then I can press X and we go back. Okay, if I upgrade this and I try and click on something else. Okay, right. Right, and then we that should block everything else from being able to be clicked. Which it doesn't at the moment. That's something that I will definitely need to fix. It shouldn't be too hard to fix that though. Right. So, upgrade. Okay. So, it's interesting that I can't hover over these now. So I think it's something as simple as... Now, this does have a box collider, so that's kind of my plan. Oh, no, wait a sec. Okay. Right, everything's fine. I think we're fine, everything's good. We just need to go into here, select this, and then edit box collider. Right. Now, what I'm a bit confused about is... Oh no, hold on. Yeah, this is the backdrop. So if I were to switch this off. And yes, okay, this is fine. Yeah, so this hitbox, I want to make it so that it's the size, and that seems to have clicked in quite nicely. And I want to do the same for this one. Oh, have I just done that one? Sorry, I meant to do this one. Oh no, maybe I have. Right. Backdrop. Yes, okay. So, yeah, what this hitbox doesn't do anything. It just blocks other things from being hit. So, hopefully that'll be alright. So, yeah, KO2 fan, how are you coping with the weather? Yeah, it took me about half of the day just to get up to to try and get to stream. Right, so hopefully now we've got like, let's try trash as well. So let's just say I want to trash this. Okay, I haven't dealt with this bit, but that's fine. But I can't click on anything else, which is good. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. We just need to deal with the trash card being sorted, and I think it's because it's actually a different bit of code altogether. So let's edit this script. So our focus now is making upgraded MR. Let's go find all these references. So that needs to be Frontier. And when we're creating the card, let's have a look. Just trying to work out the bit in which we're creating the card. Right. Where did I go wrong? Right, let's go find all these references. Ah, yes. Okay. I don't know how I didn't spot that. So now we can just have trashable card dot set set to Frontier 60, and I think we can just get rid of that. Right, that should be okay. Let's go try again. And then we've still got another little thing that we need to set up. Okay. So, right. So upgrade, that's fine. Let's give this a shot. Yeah, so the other thing, we need this back button in the right place. At the moment, we can't click it. But if I was to go there, upgrade this card, bam, that's obvious. Yep, let's go. Reroll. Yes, we got a trash. That's fine. Okay. Trash this card. That's everything that we need. And then I can just do that. And then it gets rid of it. That's fine. Okay. So that's that bit sorted. But we need to just make sure this button here is in front. And I can't remember how to access that, but that shouldn't be too hard. So I have a feeling it's the library script. And card SO. So I'm just trying to work out. I've probably given it a really terrible name that doesn't make sense. Okay. What if I went to the... So we've actually got to find out exactly where that game object comes from. Because, yeah, as much as the button is great, we can't... So even if I click here... actually, that's a terrible example. That's another thing that we need to fix, but we'll come back to that in a sec. Actually, upgrades there. Okay, so pause. So card library go. Let's find out where that's what it's called. Card library go. Let's find out where it is, and that way we can kind of go into the guts of the whole thing. Card library. That must be it. Right, okay, let's go. Stop here. So, at this precise moment, unless I'm mistaken, we don't actually have the button that comes with it. We've just got to work out how the button is created and then make it push to the front. That shouldn't be too hard. I'm assuming it's manipulated within this script, but let's have a look. Let's see. Are we actually card library script summon? Active go there. That's fine. That's okay there. Ah, here we go. Right, this is the ticket. So when we're instantiating this upgrade skip button, let's go to this definition. Now the easy way of doing this, and I think we don't think too hard about it. We just do it and move on. Is go button sr dot sorting layer name equals frontier. So that should always be in front of everything. Yeah, I think that has actually more or less sorted the problem. So let's just give that another try. Right. Okay, so let's re-roll. Okay, we've got like this. So this back is here, we can press back, and then we're fine. We can do that, and then we can press back, and it's no problem, and we can just leave altogether. That's brilliant. Okay, fantastic. That has sorted that problem. Now, we want to make it so that when you click here, you can still click this to get back, because at the moment we're stuck on this screen. Oh, Laker Gaming, yes! Oh, wicked. How's it going? Oh, rock and roll. This is like a bit of a quick stream where I just had a bunch of little things that I'm looking to fix. And at this precise moment, when you summon the library, you can normally click this to get back. But at the moment, there's another hitbox that's in the way. So I'm trying to work out a way of pushing this to the front, which shouldn't be too hard. I think if we just press start again, and I'm actually intrigued as to like oh right oh yeah no worries at all. But I'm intrigued as to, like, whenever anyone's looking for a script, do most people actually try and like search through all their scripts, or do you just think, well, if I start the game, I know where the script is, so I can just hunt it from there? That's what I normally do. So anyway, deck checker script. What we want to do is we want to make sure that like, actually, to be fair, this might just solve the problem in its entirety if we just made this at the front, but maybe not. Let's see if there's an easier way. So let's just go through the motions. So start, I pointer click handler. Let's go Control MO, close everything up. On pointer click, what's happening over here? If everything's if that's all good, right, we summon the library. That's it, summon library. Right, boom, done. And I'm intrigued as to if we unsummon the library. It goes back to default, which is probably actually fine. So that should work. So let's just hope that. Oh really? Oh my gosh! I mean, literally, this is one of the hottest days I've ever experienced. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah. Actually, yeah. What's it like down? Gosh. Yeah. How's the weather with you as well? Actually, yeah. How's the weather going for both of you? Actually, because like I say, absolute chaos here. Right. Let's have a look. Right. So we click here. That's fine, and then it goes back. We can do this as much as we like. That's no problem. Okay. And then this, I think we've actually fixed all of this now. Okay, so one thing that I kind of want to do. Oh yeah, 38. Starting to cool though. Yeah, that's fair play. Yeah. Right. So, what we need to do now? There's something which I've needed to do for a while. This won't take very long. But what we're going to do is where we actually are trashing a card, I'm just going to change the sprite. So I don't know, like this is a lazy method, but I quite like it. So this little symbol of a trash symbol, this little symbol here, just the trash symbol is what we can actually use. But that's far too lazy. You're not going to make a new trash symbol. Nope, we're just going to use one from one that we had before. Let's have a look. Shapey. No, not that. Let's have a look. So, in fact, this is absolute laziness. So if we just open this with Asseprite. Right. Oh, come on. Come on, computer, you can make this. Right. Open with Asseprite. Skip, we don't need that. Right, so this is kind of the symbol that we're after. So now I'm going to go Control-Shift-S and save this as, we're just going to call it trash can. Is that as big as it gets? That's fine though. So I'm going to go Control-X and then delete that and then Control-V. And then we're going to go sprite trim and then sprite size. Let's go make it 128 sprite size. So I've opened the wrong thing. Okay. Is that actually, that might be an alright size anyway, so we'll just save it like that. That's fine. That is literally, that's just all I needed. And we'll put this somewhere sensible, somewhere really, really sensible. Let me just put it somewhere here and then somewhere else. So, shop sprites, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. So what we can actually... yeah, I've just got to change all the right numbers. So I have 128... point filter and none and apply. Now let's just change this to this. Looks slightly underwhelming. Maybe we could make it a little bit bigger. I think if we just half that 64 and apply, yeah, that's fine. Okay, I won't lose too much sleep over that, but that's just one little thing that I wanted to sort out. Okay, next up, we're still sorting out orders, but it looks like I've more or less got the shop sorted. But what if you just get a normal upgrade or a normal trasher card when you're actually playing, when you actually get it on the Destiny map? That's where we're going to work on next. So if I go into the thing which I've closed, but where do I get to it? How do I get to it? It's actually, no, it's over here. It's fine. Destiny, this one. No, I didn't mean to press properties. We want to go to edit this script. Close all but this. Now, I want to just check that the problem, because the problem might have fixed itself out. Might have fixed itself. this bad boy over here, if we have our first one as upgrade card, all right, now, oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, see you in a bit, man. Right. But yeah, I'm getting close-ish to becoming an affiliate. Right, now, let's see if this works. So, this is good. This shouldn't click anything, which is right, because you're meant to press skip. But that's still behind, which is no problem. And if I click here, all of this comes up front, so I can press tick, and that's no problem. Okay, so that's good. What we need to do is we need to make sure that I think it might even just be the skip button. And we've got it right here. Let's edit script. I see. So what we really need to do is just have we just need to put this Control C. We need to do that there, which should be fine. So let's just give that another check. Not that you would ever really want to skip upgrading a card, but it's just so the option is there. I've pressed play twice. Okay. So we click here, and we do have the ability to skip, and we can click it. That's fine. Right, now I think, hopefully, that's sorted out the whole trash one as well. So we just need to go into here and have trash card, and we want to just check that all the things like pop up in front. There's another thing that I wanted to test as well. So we trash card here, so we can skip, which is fine. And if I was to click here, and good, I can't click anything else. I have to click there, right, which is absolutely fine. So I'm going to just have, yeah, let's just trash that. That's fine. And then we can just add a card. So, right, now what we're looking to do now is, now I don't know exactly how easy this is going to be, but we want to make sure at the moment you can hover over all of the tiles underneath this window here, and I want to kind of negate that because it just looks a bit rubbish, because the fact that you can sort of hover over there, it looks rubbish. Let's go fix this one. Right. So I think whenever we're creating one of these windows here, we create a big old hitbox that just blocks everything else off. So let's have a look. So it's the Destiny text box Go, and I think all of these boxes, these are pretty much all Destiny, yeah. So let's have a look. Destiny text box Go. Okay, so what we kind of want to do is add component, 2D box collider, and let's have a look. So hopefully that might just fix it off altogether. Right, so if we say click here, that's a terrible example because it wasn't going to work anyway. Upgrade card. Okay, but yeah, that's fine. Now, if we were to fight a monster, look, I can hover over all of these. Now, I can still hover over them. Why? Where is? I thought I'd created a text box. I thought I'd created a. Oh, it's because. It's because the text box is actually behind. It's because the hitbox is behind everything. So if this. Okay, so there's multiple ways around this, because you can't actually set the order in layer of a box collider unless there is a sprite attached to it. So I think what we do is, this might be a little bit more effort than it's worth. But I think what we need to do is actually put a sprite on there. I mean, this feels a little bit ugly, I won't lie, but let me go Destiny text box. So we have got this box collider here, which is great. But if I were to create a sprite, no, hold on, we just add, create a sprite here, which will just be of a square, that's fine. And I think I did have, oh no, it's not that. I've got far too many to actually choose from here. We'll have to work it out from something else. So I think when we're creating the library, this bad boy, oh yeah. I've just got to work out exactly what this box is exactly. Yeah, so that's it. We just want to basically copy these components. So I'm just going to go copy component and then go back to the Destiny text box and then paste component as new. That's fine. And now we can actually just it doesn't need to be quite as grey. We can lower the alpha to say 64, maybe even 32. I like the idea that it does darken everything. So that's good. And I'm just having a quick sort of scan. So I'm just checking this isn't going to block everything else. So let's give it another quick try. I will need to just temporarily get rid of this. So we have a monster at front, so we can actually give it a proper try. So if I click here, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I've clearly made a mistake here. Right, so forget all of that. Let's go create empty game object, and we'll just put all of these values. So copy component. Paste component is new, that's fine. And then copy component. Paste component is new. And it's currently at Frontier, that's okay. We can remove this component and remove this component, that's fine. I don't think we need this anymore. And it is all about, yeah, so hopefully this won't get involved too much with anything. Let's just give this another try and see if we're getting close to the ticket. Okay. So, on picture this looks great. The only problem is I'm guessing I can't click this because it's in front of everything. So let's just find the exact perfect amount that it needs to be. So if this were to be front, yes, okay, we still can't hover over any of these, yet we can click that. Okay, so I don't know if this is super cheeky, right? And I think I'm kind of on board with this, and I want to check that it works. Is where we have Destiny text box, If we actually just literally lower the alpha to 0, the only reason we've got this sprite render on is to validate this box collider. There must be a better way. There must be a better way than doing this. I mean, so let's give this another try. Okay, but it has fixed it. It's completely fixed the problem. So now we can't hover over any of these because this window is essentially blocking, and we still can't click this because, and I know why, because this, I believe, needs to be front and not frontier. So let's give this one last try. So fight a monster. Can't hover over any of these, and we can press play. Let's go. Okay, right, let's go. Let's have a look at our list. I did have a list that I wrote down. We can get rid of that for the time being. Make sure... Oh yes, that's another thing. When you get a construct, the text isn't fitting in quite as well as I'd hope it to. So that shouldn't be too hard to do though. So, right, I need to quickly go to the toilet. I'll be back in just a sec. Be right back. Right, awesome. Right, so we're back. Okay, so we're going through the list. Make the coin sprite bigger when you get money after defeating a monster. Yep, we've done that. Right, cool. Remove starter cards, done that. Yep. Change the way the Destiny map scrolls. That's going to be a slightly more difficult one, so we'll come back to that one. Let's go do this one. This is make sure that when you get a construct, all the text stays in the box. I'll recreate the problem, and then we can work out ways of doing that. So if I have here add construct, and let's go make the next one as well. Add construct, and let's give this a try. Let's see. Let's create the problem so we can then fix it. I've done it twice just purely because, so construct. What's going on over here? It's rubbish. Yeah, so you can see all the text is going everywhere. So for whatever reason, I don't actually know what's going on here. But what we want to happen is let me move this down so we can see a bit better. Let's have a look at this. This is the reward text. Now, for some reason, and I don't really know why, if I go here, yeah, so we kind of want that to be, oh, it's all the way like that. Okay, so it's all one big thing. So, so we just got to work it out. We just got to kind of go into this Destiny text box, and then kind of explore and try and work it out from there. Okay, Let's rock. Okay, so summon text box. Okay. Rewards, add construct routine. Let's go to the definition. So what's actually going on here? In fact, if I could press Control MO, then we know this is the only one that's open. So if we have something like so here is where I've got to kind of do so I'm going to have first of all string reward string equals Control C, Control V. Okay, now I have got in the master script I've got a particular bit of code where you put in a string. Let's have a look. Yeah, over here, let's go into this master script here. So the master script is like the big daddy, it's going to stay there forever. I thought I'd put a nice little Control M. Why is that not? Oh, of course, yeah. Fix string length. So this is basically you put a string into it, right, and it will, where you have like, say you want each line to be say 20 letters each, and then it do a line break. It deals with this, but it hasn't. If there's already line breaks in it, it will just put more line breaks in than normal. So the quick fix method is what I think we do to begin with, so that it can so that we can see. So yeah, basically I want to create the problem like, so it's kind of master script dot instance dot fix line length of reward string, and we can have line length of, I mean, maybe 25 is enough. 25 is okay, but reward string. In fact, we can quite easily find out how big the line length can be. So play. So that looks okay, actually. That looks all right. But we can obviously have the line length a bit better, a bit bigger than this. So let me just highlight. I've got the text. So if I were to just go right at the end, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 9, 0. So we could, I think we can make it say 35, but that still won't deal with the problem in its entirety. So let's just turn it to 35, and then I'll see if I can highlight the next problem that I want to fix. Oh, that actually looks quite good. But the slight problem that we've got is like the reason that we haven't got like this over here is because it's not accounting for the line breaks that are already there. And I would rather have a script like this. Let's go to this definition, but something. So I'm going to just make another script like this again. Control C, Control V, which we're going to fix string line length, dealing with line breaks. So, okay, oh my gosh, I've got to actually remember now how, like, okay, so we've made we've created a character called Boy, right, which is the first one here. Okay. So oh my gosh, I mean, I remember this all worked. I've just got to work out how to do it. So so it's cycling through each character. Tocker is less than 0 break. Okay. So yeah, right. This is going to be a little bit of fun. String to fix. Wow. At what point are we even referring to this line length? My gosh, this might be more difficult than I thought. Okay, you know what? Now that we've made it 35, let's have a little look. Because yeah, that might be something that I'll probably work out off stream. Because it's like, because this looks fine here. This is pretty much what I'm after. The problem, of course, being that. In fact, can we make that centralised? Alignment centre. Yeah, I guess we could. I don't think it's going to do too much harm. I think we actually do that. I think we just make it centralised. This is as good as I'm going to make it for the time being. Off stream, I'm going to work out a good way of fitting in the correct line breaks when it knows that there's already line breaks. So Destiny text box over here, where we've got our reward text, we can just have centered. There was probably a reason why I... let's just have another check to see if that works. So, good old Chuck. Oh yeah, we haven't actually explained what good old Chuck does yet. Which can actually, we can do that quite easily. Let's go edit this one. Control MO. So we're looking to find the... oh yeah. So I've just put good old Chuck, but what it should be is after summoning attackers, summon one more. Okay. And yeah, this will be something this will be a side project anyway. So that's one problem mostly sorted. Okay. Change the way the Destiny map scrolls. Okay. Right. So there's two things that I want to do. So when you actually start a game, have a look. What we kind of want to happen is, because it's not super obvious that you can't click any of these, right? Whereas it's only like the one that's in the centre. But what I kind of want is a, and we can. I was having a little play with it earlier. Particle effects. I think selected sparkle. If we press play. Oh. Yeah, I want this to kind of go on top. So let me just literally just physically put it on top and work out what we need to do with it. Maximize and play. So I think this is used for something else, so I'm going to duplicate it. Control D, selected Sparkle PE for Planten. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So and I think it should be a separate like object. It shouldn't be attached to the Planten. So straight off the bat, renderer, sorting layer, we want this to be, maybe we do want it default, but we just want it to be ordering layer to be maybe 50. Okay, so, and then we've got to work out the size that we want it, which shouldn't be too hard. So let me put this, oh, did not mean to do that. Let me just try that. Okay. So that's actually almost the size that we want it, but not quite. It's a little bit too big. So if we shape, yeah, this will just require a little bit of tweaking. So, oh no, that's the scale. No. Yeah, that's fine. And that should be 1.5. Oh, it fits there perfectly. Okay, so when we're actually in the game, we kind of want a sparkly thing like that. Does that look too cheap? Does it look okay? And unless I'm mistaken, when you press that, it still goes over the top. That's fine. And then we've done that. And it does actually move over, but that feels a bit cheap. Yeah, I mean, like, I couldn't live with myself if that's how I dealt with it. I just kept it in the centre. Like, let's go make it sparklier, right? Which is quite easy to do. So, at the moment, the emission is 200. Let's go make it 500. Yeah, that looks okay. So if I just have, oh yeah, oh, I didn't actually change the numbers when I did it, did I? So it's 1.5. 1.5, and that's 3. Okay. Right, so if we were to put it on, let's see what that looks like. I wonder why that's not behaving as I want it to behave. That got big. Okay. Right, not sure 100% why that is the case, but if we were to, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Right. So, so now we've got this, we actually need to go on to the Planten itself. What is a Planten? I don't know. I just made up the word, but a Planten is one of these grey things that hold the tiles. There's quite a lot of code attached to it as well in here. Oh, no, there isn't. There isn't. Okay, so we've just got to work out what it is that's setting it so that these tiles are available. So when are we actually creating these Planten? Let's go find all references. Okay, create destiny map. Oh, create. Yeah, that's not actually that necessary. Set up Plantain. Okay. I was hoping for a big chunk of code. I've got a. I might have to just go right back from the beginning and just try and work out exactly how plantains are actually created. So, upon awake, upon start, that's creating it. Individual planting. Oh yes, okay. Okay, this is it. So this is setting the readiness of the plantain. So let's go to definition. So if it is actually ready, yeah. Okay. And this is a code routine, so we're creating it straight off the bat. So if I have we create a new game object, which we're going to have a private game object, plantain PE go, and plantain PE go equals resources dot load game object, and we just got to pinpoint where we're actually loading it from. Let's have a look. Prefabs. Vivax 3794. Let's rock. How's it going? Oh yeah. This is one of those streams where I'm just trying to knock out loads of like little easy bits. My game's going to be sort of playable quite soon, actually. I think I've literally just got to fix these few little bits, and then I've got to make a really badly put together game over and a victory screen. Then we're pretty much ready. Yeah. But yeah, rock and roll. Let's look at this. So copy path. Oh, nice. Where'd you go? And where did you come back to? I bet you were thinking, oh, I've had enough of this warm weather. Right, let's come back. And then you're like, oh, no, it's just warm everywhere. So, yeah, sorry, copy path. Right, so this means we now have access to our game object. And what we should do as well is, I have a feeling this script, we create another script. We'll keep it in the Destiny map script. We're going to create one that's called C# script, plantain PE script, just so we can do stuff with it if we need to. Whoa! Oh, hardcore! Oh my gosh! I went there years ago. I absolutely loved it there. Yes. Like now, the ultimate question, which I've got to ask you, right? Did you, first of all, did you know there was a ride that was called the Tower of Terror, right? And the reason I ask, did you know that there was a ride called that, is because I think it was only about the third day we realised it's not just a building. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh. No, I see that as therapeutic. Sometimes you have all these lines of code, and you're like, "Hold on, I can just get rid of all this and just put this in place." But I see that as part of the process. You know, it's like you needed to make the bad code to get the good code to work. Um, okay, right. So, first of all, let's get the numbers correct on our plans and thing. Oh yeah, absolutely. I love that ride so much. I think, yeah, absolutely. I think we went on it like when we actually discovered that there was actually a ride there. We went on it like 5 times in a row. It's great. That's 3. That's 6. That's -1, but I don't think it matters too much. Ignition, that's 500, and we want to give him this planting script that we haven't done anything with yet, but we'll probably find a use for that script a bit later. Okay, right. So what we're going to do first is... Oh, is that what it's called now? I'm sure it's changed its name throughout the time. I've known it as... I think it was like Thunder Mountain or something. But yeah, that was really, really cool. Oh yeah. So I spent many hours debugging. Do it. Yes. I mean, so one thing which I sort of discovered, like, in fact, actually, I'll show you something like. So if I was to have a over here, a private I enumerator. Which we'll call, say, move, right? There's something that I realised. So if ever I wanted to get, say, a transform, so let's just say transform and trans equals transform, right? Okay. And I wanted to move something from one place to another, right? The way which I would do that is I'd have a float time equals 0, right? And then anyway, but I won't go into too much detail, but the point which I'm making is whenever I needed to move anything, I realised I had to do this massive chunk of code every single time, but then I just made one like quite big hefty code, like big sort of singleton script that kind of dealt with that problem altogether. So it's like it's so satisfying when you're thinking, oh, I don't need any of this, I can just, yeah. So absolutely fair play. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, but don't see it as frustrating, see it as satisfying, like a yes, look, I can just trim off, you know, see it as like tidying your room, where you're just like, oh, I didn't need all this everywhere, and then everything just goes into place. Right, so we've now got this. We've now got a blank script that doesn't do anything at the moment, but why don't we open it up? Go to definition. Yeah. I don't know if we actually will put anything on here, but let's just put some basic stuff. So, public transform, PE trans, get private set, and then void awake PE trans equals get component transform. So at least it's not feeling completely left out. So yeah, I mean, like, kind of, I was working on a project a while ago that I used Python with, but yeah, like, I mean, I've said it before. I find the fact that you don't have curly brackets, it means when you're looking at code, it's almost impossible to work out, hold on, is that a function? Is that a variable? Is it anything? Because you've just got this tiny little indent, and I was just like, nah. And yeah. But that's my... I don't think many people actually agree with me, so don't worry. You don't have to be like, yeah, I agree with you. I hate having indents. You know, most people actually think, well, it looks a lot cleaner. You know, you don't need any of these curly brackets. Whereas I'm like, no, I like the curly brackets. It's what makes me happy. Right. So we're creating. So readiness here. So I'm just going to experiment. This is just going to be an open thing. So if all of this, Control C, is equal to dot ready, we're going to have plant and PE script equals instantiate plant and peg go at dot. How do we get hold of the transform here? Let's go find out. Individual plant and class. Have I got that open? No, I don't. I think I might need to find it elsewhere. So yeah, we're just trying to get hold of the. Let's go to this definition. Oh, that's a plant and class. We actually don't need the class. We need the plant and script. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, just talking to myself slightly. Over here, we've got. Oh yes. I mean, like, because what I noticed, if ever I needed to copy a bit and then paste, you could have a proper sort of a chunky tab-sized indent, which I quite liked. But if ever you copied it and pasted it somewhere, it would default to it just being a space, which like sort of did my head in quite a lot. Yeah. Like it is, yeah, but I mean, I think I was probably using some old stuff. In fact, believe it or not, I was actually making the game, right? You've heard me correctly. I was making the game in Blender. But Blender doesn't make games. I know, this is probably where I grew to hate Python because everything about it is there to try and just frustrate you, to be honest. Right, so we actually, I think. Oh. Hang on. Oh, I do apologise. I didn't even know I had Nightbot. Hold on. Just a sec. Sorry, Vivax. Not sure what's happening. Oh no, hold on. You can hear me. Yeah, sorry. I do apologise. Yeah, genuinely, I didn't even know that was the case. I can only apologise. Like, I will get that fixed. Yeah, genuinely do apologise. You used too many dots. It's like Nightbox. It's like kind of coming alive. And anyway, apologies. I do it. Yeah, that's nothing against you. Nothing against your character. I do apologise. I mean, at least that was actually, you know, like if you were doing something out of order, that's exactly how I would have worded it. But yeah. So, plans and scripts. That's it. Plans and scripts. Oh yes, actually, I think we need to put this underneath here. Content scripts I dot base trans dot position dot get. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Everything's fine now. Sorry. Get component. Plant and PE scripts. Okay. Right. So what I want to do is I want to just check that when we're creating the map, we then create the little sparkly thing afterwards. Right. I will have to look into that, like, kind of, because what I noticed when you're actually going to other people's stream, you can press exclamation mark something. Oh, is that too? Does that look too big? Let's have a look. Why is that not quite the size that I want it to be? Shape. So shape is actually, that's it's not quite how I like it, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. So we now want to make it so that when you we collect this, which is great. Is that? I mean, that does in theory look kind of fine. But it's not actually, this isn't moving at all, it's just everything else is moving alongside it. So if we were to do this, yeah, okay, I'll worry about that for the time. I'll worry about that in a little bit. So if I was to press that now, yeah. I've got to work out why the sparkling is kind of like, it's a lot thicker at the sides. I have no idea. Right. Cool. Okay, it's also, I need to check a couple of things as well, because we picked up this bad boy, which means, yeah, you draw an extra card at the turn. And these give us an extra 1 summer each time. So it's kind of like the equivalent of having strength in... Oh, of course, I had quite a fun deck. Right. So we've actually, you know what, that's... for the time being, this clearly needs more work done, but I was looking for a quick thing. That's going to be like, you know, that's going to be a little bit of an episode worth of stuff. So make Plant and Shine when it's the one that you can activate, that's fine. You might have actually got me confused with the with someone else. Like pathfinding is something which I haven't done for a while. No, this is a Slay the Spire sort of. It's not a clone of Slay the Spire. There's enough things that are different to it, but it's heavily inspired by it. Where the main idea is you need to protect your town by summoning beams to fight a big monster. Right, so anyway, let's go through... Oh, I just closed the list, didn't I? Right, make it so that you can't get info. Yep, done that. Make it so that if you gain gold mid... Yes, oh, that's something that's a nice, easy, quick, fun, easy thing to fix. That one shouldn't take too long at all. So let's go into main game. Actually, cancel. Oh, wait a sec. That's the problem. We just need to get rid of that. This, okay, I think it looks a bit better now. So yeah, that's better, isn't it? Right. Yeah. Sorry, I had another one there. Cool. How's it going? Right, we're going to sort out the next big thing, which isn't actually that big a deal, but if we go into main game and then save, I'll create the problem and then we'll fix it. So this shouldn't be too hard. As far as cards go, I want to make sure. Oh, we've got Ultimate Greed already, so it's all about having Ultimate Greed. And I'll explain the problem, and then we'll start fixing it. It'll be awesome. So, Ultimate Greed. So, after you've played 3 cards in a turn, then you gain 10 max hit points and 20 coins, and it vanquishes itself. Right, so 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't matter. Okay. Right, here's the problem. So you do that, and then that is clearly behind everything. So what we kind of need to do is go onto this bad boy. Let's go edit this. Oh no, not there. The Coin UI script. Let's edit this. and we kind of want to make sure that when the number itself is in the correct plane of existence. Yeah. Right. So how are we going to do that? So we've got access to the coin MR. Now the easy answer is if I literally just right here just go gold coin MR. In fact, let's go find all the references here. Find all references. So that's interesting because maybe this should be Frontier as well. I can't see any reason. So this should be in front of everything just to be on the safe side. But I need to actually... I should have gold coin... Oh, hold on. I've forgotten what I called it. UI. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. Right, so we're actually into the prefab. I think, bam, we just move this to Frontier, and then at this point here, we just have gold dot sort order name equals Frontier. I really regret calling it Frontier. It's just I was thinking, how do I make it to make it more obvious that it's in front of what the already front thing, but that's okay. Right. Let's go. So that's sorted. So let's just see if that's just fixed it all together. Okay. So we're looking to cast Ultimate Greed, see the coins, but make sure it comes in front of everything else. We might draw into it. We didn't. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? Right. And I suppose it would probably benefit from having maybe a little window which which gets in the way, but I don't know. I think that's all right though. Okay, so that's that sorted. Oh yeah, oh cheers. It's no, I do appreciate this. I'm looking forward to getting it. It's so close to being play tested. The only problem is like at the moment it's only the first basic like game mode. It's kind of the equivalent of if you could only be one character in Slay the Spire and only play the base game. So I do have a lot more content that I'm looking to add, but like I'm still a little way off. Like there's a lot more things that I do want to put into it, because I do want there to be a sort of progression thing. But yeah, this is where I'm up to at the moment. So let's see where we're up to in the list. So right, that's done. Let me just put so that's done. Make sure the deck icon is in front so you can summon it. Yeah, I think we've done that already, but let me just... Yeah, no, we have done that. That's fine. Make sure we've done that. Make the Plantain shine when it's the one that you can activate. Yep, we've kind of done that in a bad way. Change the way the Destiny map scrolls. Now, this is a good one. This is good. So, hold on, cancel. Let's just keep that there. So what... Like, let's go create the problem so we can then fix it. So let's get out of here. Let's get rid of this. Go into scenes. And we want to go onto the Destiny map. Now, master. So, let's go close all but. Let's close all but this. And Control O. So when we are starting, we're going into here, and this is the bit where we're creating the map. Okay, why am I making a big point of this? It's let's go to definition. Progress int. Okay, let's have that equal to 10. All right, that's basically where you are on the map. So if we start at 10 there, and we press play, I quite liked it to begin with, but I'm not super sure of it now. It sort of has to pan over, and and it hasn't created. Actually, where is it? Huh. Okay. Right. I mean, it says that it's there. Right. Okay. Why is this? I was hoping this was going to be active. Oh, hang on. There is these. Right. I need to really. Okay. There is. If you look, there are some red dots there. And okay. Why is that not sparkling? But it's kind of semi-visual there. Huh. I have no idea. I've never seen this. Like, because... Right, so... Maximize on play. Oh. So, for whatever reason... right, okay. Here's where we find the answer. Okay, right. So, that is what it should be looking, but in the game, it's not coming across. There's multiple reasons why that could be the case. But if I do this button here... Oh. I was actually hoping that was going to be the thing that was going to fix it. So, I wonder why. Let's just check that the actual camera itself... Is that the main camera? Oh, it's actually looking at the wrong one. Okay. So I've built it in the wrong place. Okay. How did that happen? Oh, I think I know the problem. Yeah, so it should be about there. I think when I'm creating it, as much as I dislike this, yeah, it's because it's moving everything over. So what we need to do is we need to... Yeah, this is quite easy to fix. I know what the problem is. So it's created it, but it's put it in the wrong place. So I have the ability to update plant progress routine. So I think at this point we're just going to have int char if underscore planting scripts I dot IPC dot readiness is equal to ready. Because yeah, what we're looking to do at this point is have plant and PE script dot PE trans dot position equal underscore plant and PE scripts I dot base trans dot position. That won't fix it entirely, but we'll see how close. That's going to kind of narrow the problem down a bit. Right. Okay. Right. It hasn't narrowed anything down. So where it should be. So I think it should really, all of this should happen after we've done all the movement. That's fine. So what we kind of want to do is go Control C, Control V. Get rid of that. Yeah, there's got to be an easier way of doing this, I'm sure, but So this is wait until they've all moved, and then afterwards we're putting that in place. So let's just see if that works. Again, we want to make this look better, but yeah. And one thing that I kind of want to do, yeah, okay, that's fine, that's fine. So yeah, so that's all good, but I kind of want them to. I don't really necessarily want it to move, because if we actually look at this entirely from, let's actually have the camera. Actually, yeah. So if I was to just press stop and make procedurally generate that there, and make this say 20, right, and save it. So I don't think the camera actually moves at any point. It's all the other things moving in place. But what I don't really like too much, have I pressed play twice? Yes, I have, sorry. Is the way that like all of these plantains move really quickly. Right, oh yeah, hold the line. 1 second. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, brilliant. Wicked. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, my brother cooking me some food. So I need to actually, sorry, I need to play that again because I wasn't paying attention. Right, so yeah, I don't like the way the plantains all move really quickly. I think it just looks a little bit rubbish. So I think maybe when we're creating them, we sort of create them slightly more in the place that they should be. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I haven't really worked out a good answer as to how to deal with that. So let's actually work out how are we actually creating them. So begin map routine. Yep, that's fine. So that gets the readiness. This creates it. Go to definition. Expos. So it is actually this bit here. So because we kind of don't want it to scroll over the whole time. So if I have it, where did expos actually come from? Okay. So I think when we are actually creating it, it's all dependent on the expos. So over here, at the top here, we could have expos equals all of this. Control C dot progress int. Let's see if that works. I might need to times that by 3. In fact, let's go times by 3. See how that works. Let's give this a shot. I think I was quite quick to make it anyway because I don't normally name a big variable that could be relating to anything as just expos. But let's just see what happens. Okay. Literally nothing happened. Why did that not work? So you know what? I'm kind of fine with it. It's not the end of the world. It's not too annoying to watch. I think that's okay. We obviously, this probably needs updating as well. But I tell you what we'll do. We have knocked out so much today. The only problem is I've got to actually eat food, and then I've got work tomorrow, so I'm probably going to have to call it here. So yeah, I do apologise. I did need to do a quick one, but this has been absolutely awesome. Yeah, thanks for sticking around and everything. This has been absolutely way properly cool. I've got a lot of work done. Yeah, hopefully we're now kind of at the point where I'm going to do some more testing with some cards, and I'll probably tweak a few things. But we're going to have the game on itch.io really shortly, and I'm going to consider putting it on the Steam store and seeing how I feel. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking about. I've got to make a move now, but yeah, thank you, all the best, and let's rock. Yeah, I'll see who I can raid.